Hello, this is Dennis McDonald with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can get us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com. This is a remake of a wooden wall telephone. It's made by Crosley, and this telephone has speakerphone, so it has a lot of options. This telephone was sent in by a company that repairs telephones and sells telephones, and they're in the telephone business. So when we received it, the complaint was that this telephone, when you would plug it into the line cord, would hold the line open and short the line. And sure enough, we took the phone apart. This is the initial checkout and troubleshooting of this telephone. And the telephone did hold the line open. We also noticed something else with this telephone, that when you'd go to dial, you could hear it try to dial, but it would not create the tone to dial out. It would just kind of click a little. So basically what we did was we went into the telephone, and the telephone has been repaired. I guess you can hear that dial tone. And here what we're going to do is we're going to show you some numbers. Pound and star 262. 1, 2, 3. Every time I talk into the handset, you should see a little red light there. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. And basically, I'm going to hit speakerphone. 2, 6, 2. I'll come back here and get a shot of the phone. Turn it off. That speakerphone there. Hold. Speakerphone. Redial. Off. On. Off. And we're going to ring the phone now. Let it ring one more time. Okay, so basically what we did was we came into the phone, went into the phone, and started troubleshooting this telephone at the board level. And we found the first transistor I found that was bad, and it's not always transistors, it can be any kind of part, okay? It just happened to be, in this case, it was a transistor, or two transistors. Right here, you want to check the incoming diodes. That's a bridge rectifier on the incoming line, and it's best to check that right away, because you just never know. Some of your diodes could be shorted. But in this case, Q1 happened to be bad, and I'm going to show you that a little later here. Q1 was bad, and that took care of the hook switch problem. That, try to get a little light here on the scene. And so anyway, Q1 up in this area right here was bad, and that took care of the hook switch problem where it would hang up. But then we found that the phone, like I said earlier, still did not want to dial out. You could hear it try to dial, but it wouldn't dial out. So we had to come in and check some more transistors, and we found, I believe, Q6 here bad, which is a 9014, and that took care of our dialing problem. Right here, this chip here with all the legs on it, this black chip here with all the legs, is your tone generator chip. And a lot of people will equate a phone not being able to dial out and creating the tone with a tone generator chip. And that can sometimes be, and a lot of times the tone generator chip is out. But in this case, just from experience, I know that when you hit a key and it sounds like it wants to try to make a tone, but it doesn't make the tone, that it's usually a transistor. And in this case, it was Q6 here, which is a 9014. This hook switch transistor is a 92. So for those who are in electronics, they would probably, they could run those numbers and find out what they are. I know the 92 is a general purpose PNP transistor. You have to watch it. Transistors they come in PNPs and NPNs. And I think that 9014 is an NPN, and the 92 is a PNP. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. We have a couple of transistors here. I'll try to get this out of the way. And I want to show you real quick here. This transistor right here is the 92. And this is a 92 that's good. And this is a 9014 that's bad that we took out. And I'm going to set the camera down because I want to get a shot of, I'm going to be able to show you. I'm going to take the 92 and we're going to test that real quick. I'll show you what it looks like on the meter. Okay, it's showing that it's showing right here that it's a PNP. But watch what happens to the needle when oh, it shoots all the way across. See, it's bad. And then this is a forward. Oh, it's totally shorted both ways. So we're going to get rid of that. And I'm going to check a good one. This is what a good one does when when you measure it. See, the needle hardly moves. That's an indication that the transistor is good. Okay? Alright. Now let's check the, believe this is the 9014. And this was the transistor that kept it from dialing. That's an NPN. And that's shorted all the way. Now see, it's only going up about halfway on that mode. But that's still an indication that it's shorted, and it's shorted both ways. So that transistor is bad, and that's why it was replaced. So that gives you a little bit of an idea on a transistor checker, how to kind of use it. You want to be able to tell whether it's an NPN or PNP, and then you want to make sure that when you test it, that your needle doesn't go too far. It has to stay right at the beginning, or the transistor will be bad. And so basically, on a situation like this, it's just basically going into the telephone. Here's some transformers, capacitor. This is an IC chip here. It's an 8-pin IC chip that takes care of your ringing circuit. That causes your electronic ring, your fuse, of course. Then a capacitor for your incoming ring circuit. Keeps the AC away from the DC. It splits them up. And then basically it's just a board level kind of component thing. You got to go in and you have to troubleshoot it. If you're going to work on telephones or you're interested on telephones, this telephone had a short when you would plug it into the line, and we got that taken care of by the first transistor that we looked at, Q1. And then it didn't want to dial out, and we changed Q6, which was a 9014, and that enabled it to dial and get our tone. And basically I will put this telephone back together again, and we will do a final check out on it after we get it all put back together again, and we'll do a final check. But this is a Crosley remake of a wooden wall telephone, and this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.